So look for them to get pucks in deep and get their feet moving early here.
Yeah, Jeff Campersall, the coach, and he's been around for a while. He was at Princeton for a long time before this, certainly experienced, but incredible what he's done here at Penn State. They've obviously got a men's team that's been doing really well the last couple of years, and big year this year having Gavin McKenna, but the women are also drawing a ton of attention for their incredible play.
And Coach Campersall just won Coach of the Year as well.
McNaughton's not holding on right on her post there. Nobody was backdoor. Tessa Janicki wasn't passing to anybody. That was simply to try to see if even McNaughton was awake.
Penn State, the underdog, up 1-0 early on Tessa Janicki's 200th career points.
Well, you know, I was going to say one of the big things for Wisconsin was going to be to try to get a goal early, get this crowd out of it, take any confidence that Penn State has, but instead, and I thought Penn State just wants to get to the first intermission at zeros, but even better to have a 1 on the board.
Kirsten Sims fires. That got blocked off a body in front. Out of the corners, the student section is absolutely rocking here at Pagula after the opening goal from Tessa Janicki. To the point that both of you made, Coach Campersall talked about.
Come on.
There it is. He's one of the best, in my opinion.
He's a player's coach for sure. Players love playing for him. He's creative. He's
Edwards to the backhand. Scores! Beautiful move by Layla Edwards.
poised and experienced team. And how about Kirsten Sims finding a breaking Layla Edwards? Layla Edwards is known for her blistering shot, but there's no question she's got great hands. And watch her right from this play. Continuing on a little bit. Keep an eye on Fantine and Harvey.
Fantine gave her a little elbow back. Here's Janicki back on the ice for Penn State, who scored the opening goal. A little over 2 minutes in, if you tuned in late. Been a lot of fun action so far. Up and down, Stonehouse has 4 goals in her last 5. Out there with Roberts, 22, and the blue and the white for Penn State. It was also very key offensively for them. Fantine, a little pirouette at the point. Down low for Stonehouse, 13 goals total on the season. Layla Edwards tried to break her way through. This play is offside.
But it's finished. I thought that if the ref intends to blow the whistle, that it would count. And let's hear what our rules analyst Dave Jackson has to say about this.
AJ, I completely agree with you. I don't think that was a bang-bang play. You go teach your players, you go hard to the net until that whistle goes. That was a bang-bang play, split second. I like the call, good goal. I don't think she had it long enough.
Thanks, Jax. Always like to hear from somebody who wore the stripes for so long, because, you know, obviously, usually we're complaining about you, Jax. So thanks for the info. Not you, the ref. Never you.
Well, the Penn State student section is loving it, as you can see behind the net of Ava McNaughton there. Up 2-1 now, and the 2 power play goals. A little friendly fire there as Fantine accidentally ran right into Janicki. Now they'll head back into their own end. Wisconsin gets a change in. Electric start to game number 2 of our 2 semifinals here. Room through center ice and a clean entry for Stonehouse, who just scored that goal. She went
get them off balance. Little pushes here and there. Get them frustrated. Get in their kitchen, as they say.
They're not afraid to do that so far. Been chippy. It's been fun. It's been physical.
Good keep there on the line. Jungles.
She just makes all those little plays.
Yeah, you know, Harvey gets a ton of attention, well-deserved, as she should, but nice to have a partner, too, that she can. That was Venucio. I'm sorry, I stand corrected, but they do a lot of good things, too.
Here is Outwater, one of the elite goal scorers for Penn State. Mentioned she's got 24 goals this year, 40 points on the season. We talked to Caroline Harvey yesterday, and she sung the praises of Vivian Jungles and just how consistent her D partner has been. As do we get a call? No, that's interesting.
Edwards got away with it.
Yeah, she did.
And that was a retaliation, so I understand she was frustrated, but usually the retaliation is what's called.
That was nearly a 3rd power play for Penn State.
And you know what? From my angle, I think the reason they didn't call it, it looked like she gave it a little hop there. A little sell.
Sold it.
Yeah.
Fast, furious, and very physical action so far in semifinal number 2. Such a rarity to see Wisconsin give up 1, let alone 2 power play goals, the #1 penalty kill in the nation. And that happened in the first 10 minutes. Potter has had a good start to this game. She'll try to play it out, couldn't. Penn State not making anything easy on Wisconsin right now. They forced a turnover. Nearly, it was able to take it back there. Shapovalov-Lvova, the talented freshman from Czechia. And now the rebound spills out in front. This puck's going to go all the way down. We get a whistle tonight.
See a little line change here, too. You got Tessa Janicki going out with two different wingers. They are going to get number 15 out as much as possible for Penn State.
Her first Frozen Four game. They actually bid to host the Frozen Four. They put in the bid during Janicki's freshman year. And now fast forward in her first Frozen Four game here in State College. She scored the opening goal, and here she is making nice moves across the line to her backhand against Harvey. Put it in on McNaughton, who will cover up. Spectacular career.
And co-led the Olympics in scoring as a defender as well, so just put up amazing points, goals and assists, power play. Team USA, she was the driver of offense as a defender.
Olympics MVP, her second Olympics. We have two different Patty Cass finalists in this game, Tessa Janicki and Caroline Harvey, as Edwards moves in, fires wide. Edwards, the lone goal scorer right now for Wisconsin. That beautiful move to her backhand out in front, just so patient. Puck got past Shapovalov-Lvova to Kirsten Sims. Now Edwards, they go tic-tac-toe. Shapovalov-Lvova out there with Sims and Edwards. And now here's Harvey cruising around. They give her a lot of freedom, and rightfully so. Puck went off a body in front. Over to Outwater, who's attempting to get it out, and she does. 1:08 to go in period one. Sims, nice backhand play. Tapped out, they have to retreat again. Sims, of course, had the instant classic game-winning overtime goal.
Penn State, and I mean, Wisconsin has got a frightening power play. They have so much skill.
Looking at a ridiculous 34.7%, first in the nation. Here's Harvey over to Sims. So many toys to work with on this power play. Here is Sims' shot, blocked out in front, good clear by Outwater. This power play, of course, going to bleed over into the second period.
If you watch Sims, she's the distributor. She sets so much up, and it's Edwards who's the trigger. Obviously, Harvey can do it all. So, but that's who you're looking at.
Big face-off coming up between Janicki and Eden. Big face-off win by Janicki to try to get Penn State at least to the locker room, but still have some time left on this power play that will bleed over into period two. For Wisconsin. .30 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Over the Penn State line, Cassie Hall in the vicinity, now she has it. Goes cross ice, settling it down is Potter, who had a good first period. Sims was taken down to the corner. 14 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Both Penn State goals came on the power play against the #1 penalty kill in the country. Penn State gets a quick change. 2 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Looking for Sims there on that long feed. So now,
Starting already to start the second, but certainly they have to clean up a lot here if they want to win this hockey game.
They got to show some discipline. You know, it's cleaning up different things. The fact that they're under pressure, they're not used to playing from behind. They're not used to being under duress, and it's a good challenge. They are
staying in control. As Coach Muzz would say from Ohio State, respond, don't react.
Shapovalov-Lvova in over with Sims. Sims pulls up, tried to go across the ice. Speaking of no panic, there was 18.9 seconds left on the national championship clock last year when Kirsten Sims tied the game on the penalty shot goal and won it in OT. So this program epitomizes no panic as Caroline Harvey swings it over to her best friend Layla Edwards, then slides it up to the line for Venucio. Long shot, went off a body in front. Going over to get it for Penn State is Micah Keller. 33 points on the season for the freshman. Multiple freshmen on the Penn State team with 30-plus points this year. On the move is Grace Outwater, sophomore. Penn State team has so many good upperclassmen, but the underclassmen as well have contributed immensely this year to this winningest season in program history for Penn State.
Typically get here for the women's games at Penn State, so this is awesome.
They booed the Wisconsin band even when they walked in, so it's been on since about an hour before the game.
When Penn State hosted 4 years ago, but Penn State did not make the Frozen Four that year. We had a good crowd. It's a great hockey town, a good arena, but much better to have the home university here playing.
The men's team made their first Frozen Four last year. Now the women's team following suit with their first Frozen Four this year. Long pass got passed up of Alivova, down for an icing call.
Production, it's the way that she plays along the wall, the way she sets people up. She really does play the right way.
Patty Cass finalist along with Caroline Harvey and Abby Murphy. Here's Layla Edwards. Oh, a big collision over the middle there. Ran right into Caitlin Roberts. Roberts still doesn't have her stick. Now she'll go and try to pick up her twig, but looks a little shaken up. She re-corrals it, and meanwhile it's Stonehouse over the line to Janicki. Johnson's team has the answer in the form of a potential game-tying goal. Penn State unblemished, by the way, this season when leading after the first period. Edwards will feed it over to Sims. Now up to Harvey, back to Edwards. Side of the net. Shapovalov hanging out down low. They get it to her. Looking for Eden, instead defers over to Sims. Now Harvey. Harvey waltzes in. Rister might have been looking for a tip in front. Clear. Long feed, trying to catch Penn State potentially in the change there of the penalty kill unit. Penn State, though, gets the French legs out. Harvey waltzing down the wall. Harvey! Off a stick, that shot never got through. Cleared again. Nearly halfway through period 2, 1:08 to go on this Wisconsin power play.
This Penn State bench, you guys, is just all positivity. Back taps, butt taps, every time someone comes off the ice.
Shapovalov hanging out in the corner. Will dish it back up to Edwards. Harvey, a blast! Goes high and wide off the end boards. Karam settled down. Penn State looking to hook it up against the dash to kill some time off here. Instead it scores free, 40 seconds left. Up to Sims, looking. Edwards, one-timer, scores! Her second to tie the game.
Beautiful pass. Kirsten Sims all the way across to Layla Edwards. The distributor Sims over to the... I mean, anytime Layla Edwards gets ready to shoot, look out. She's got a cannon. You see that also, that Harvey up to Edwards, the two of them, best friends off the ice, roommates. They do everything together, but you can see them connect too. That long stretch pass is a calling card of the Wisconsin Badgers. Penn State, you notice, is a little more chip plays, a little more off the wall, just simple plays, get it out of the zone, put it into space, try to use your feet, whereas Wisconsin loves that neutral zone stretch.
Those two friends connect again here. Harvey to Edwards. Edwards drags and fires. Issa hangs on. Penn State answered right back, and now the Layla Edwards counter in the second period on the power play has this at 2 apiece.
We heard Mark tell Madison that, you know, they scored early, got the crowd into it, and now they've just got to settle in, relax, try to play their game and take some of the momentum back, and they certainly have done that here in the second period.
Madison, is the temperature definitely a little more positive on the Wisconsin bench now?
Oh yeah, I was joking with Coach after that interview. I said, at 35, you still scare me. But the energy down here, it's good from the bench, but it's also rocking in the student section right now.
It sure is.
Now here comes Penn State again. Into the corner goes Butsky, trying to beat Murphy there. Bouncing puck, Venucio couldn't settle it down. Outwater will keep it in deep. Penn State getting a change in, partial change. Shapovalov tried to get it out, couldn't. Outwater fires, fended aside easily by McNaught. There's Venucio, Toronto native, sophomore, play it down the ice. Wisconsin gets a change in meantime. Held in by Harvey. Now she'll walk into the circle. Mentioned her freedom offensively, but into the slot. Got it right back. Good second effort to keep it in deep. Sims and Maddie Christian going to take the draw here. So one back to the corner. Leah Stecker. Deliver it around. Oro, her D partner, will drop it off to her. Under a minute to go on the 4-on-4. Sims is trying to take it right back. Stecker with 20 points in the season, career best, will head out through center. Dangerous spot to turn it over though. Waiting to get onside there was Sims as Edwards enters the zone. Now Edwards will drag it back. Edwards looking, Edwards to her backhand. Lost it, then roams to the corner. Pumps it up to the point, Murphy on a cross. Here is McCarthy. Put into the slot there at intentions for Sims. Edwards is so dangerous in that left circle. That's where she scored that last goal. She'll roll to the slot though here. So patient as well. She'll wait for that shooting lane to open up.
She does, and she changes the angle too. She draws it, she's tall, she's 6'1". She pulls the puck in and can change the angle, and still her release is lethal.
Micah Keller with it now as Matilde Fantine jumps on the ice. The Olympian for Italy.
She was very noticeable in the first period, been a little quieter here in the second.
Absolutely. Former tag team with Outwater here, the sophomore from Ontario. Put it across. Wrister there from Baslett, springs wide. Juicy Karam up to the point. McDonald there to hold it in. Go right back in deep. Outwater, some good personnel on the ice right now for Penn State from a goal scoring standpoint. Puck got underneath the stick of Sims. Now claiming it right back in as Maynard. AHA Rookie of the Year moving in. Roman to shoot. Open up the mask of McNaughton. Has to shake it off a little bit.
That was a bullet too.
Great strong play to the middle there.
Heck of a wrist shot that time from Maynard, who's got 9 goals this year. Now we get a whistle, a call, and will this be a Penn State power play?
Looks like Sims was reaching for the puck but doesn't get any of it, instead just takes out her feet, and that's a tough one.
He's trying to go with a little deception. Everyone was expecting a pass. She thought she might take him by surprise. That's a great block.
It's now 1:20 left on the 5-on-4 for Penn State. Down at goal. And they tied in front of the home crowd.
Big collision there too with Sims.
Stretch pass more often for Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's it. Wisconsin loves to elongate the ice, right? They stretch out that neutral zone. They've got great vision, especially when you've got the defenders that they have, especially with KK Harvey.
Roberts stripped it free. She drew a penalty last time she had it along that wall. Now here is Edwards. 2 goals today. Lead feed, Shapovalov had the beautiful wraparound goal. She'll pull up in the corner. Freshman from Czechia. And Janicki trying to muscle it out to center. She does. Penn State 33-5-0 this year. They're winning a season in program history. AHA champs again. This will be an icing call.
Right here on for them, they're 3 blocks total on that penalty kill.
Now a centering pass opportunity out in front. Good look there for Penn State. And a couple of mind-boggling saves from McNaughton are the reasons. Still 1-goal edge for Wisconsin. Fires through. Banks off the boards. Sims trying to get it out, and does. Through center with speed and room is Maynard. She'll waltz down the half wall, harassed over there by Edwards. Puck spills out. Now room for Sims, the game-winning goal scorer in the national title a season ago. Play was offside.
She is, and why? She is one of the best goalies in the country.
We talked about how much this house has been rocking today. A women's Frozen Four record, 5,000 fans. So cool seeing it grow. AJ, you've been a part of the Frozen Four for a number of years.
You know, Dave Fisher from USA Hockey asked me how many. I don't know. I got to look at that. I'm not exactly sure how many I've done, but I did. I'll say this: I covered some when Madison Packer was out there on the ice.
I'm not that old, AJ.
Shapovalov moving in on her backhand. That puck slips wide. Really cool to see this crowd, and they have been in full voice the entirety of this game. Now back over the line, Sims between the skates of Stecker with under 8 to go for Penn State, trailing by a goal. They've had a flurry of chances in this third period, but McNaughton has been spectacular.
Yeah, they went out quick. They were up 4-0 after the first period, and then scored one more in the third. So certainly a disappointing outing for Northeastern. I think Northeastern's a better team than what they showed today. But Ohio State, they are relentless.
Penn State sticking with their game, chipping and chasing in after it. Puck in front of the Wisconsin bench, poked out. AJ, it feels like when Wisconsin's had a chance to get the puck out of their zone, they don't take more than one opportunity to do that. They get it out when they need to get it out.
Yeah, and they're very quick through the neutral zone. That's been another calling card. I think that's always been a Mark Johnson. Just get it through the neutral zone. Quick passes, long passes, or use your speed too. So they do a good job in transition. There's no question.
Face-off win for the Badgers. Have Layla Edwards and Kirsten Sims out there, along with Shapovalov, who scored as well today. 3-3 game.
And the refs will swallow their whistles right now as we come down to it. They've let them play for the most part.
Good icing call here.
Didn't get the call she wanted, and then had to circle back and really put the team that was left here in Wisconsin on her back, and Mark Johnson really couldn't say enough good things about her.
Turnover, Edwards, centering pass, Sims, denied by Disa. Sims, who scored the game winner of the title a season ago, nearly had another winner there. Edwards tried to curl around Stecker, could not. Inside of the final minutes to go in regulation. Shapovalov couldn't handle that puck in the slot. Curling around is Janicki, who scored the game-tying goal to get us to 3-3. And it looks like Disa has an issue right now.
Disa, yeah, something's going.
Shapovalov, Edwards, Harvey, Eden, and Sims out there.
Keep an eye on Layla Edwards.
Here's Sims, incredibly clutching, OT. Sims loads, fires, scores! Deja vu! Kirsten Sims sent Wisconsin to the national title game.
Huge goals last year that she scored, and I talk about her being a distributor. How about this snipe? Eyes up, just wires that puck over the glove side of Disa. Great face-off win. Wisconsin does so well with the face-off. They get possession, and then Penn State retreats a little bit. They come back. They weren't quite able. That's probably not what she intended on her celebration, but you know what? She's feeling no pain.
No goal. Goal on the ice is confirmed. We have a good goal.